Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your host Veronique, and this is High Vibes and the Mic podcast. So today I'm going to reflect on a raw episode from Monday. I really love that episode because I'm really into reincarnation, meditation, anything spiritual. And this is why we're going to have a lot of conversation with different guests about that. And Ra talk about the fact that he knew at age 5 that he had previous life before. And being raised as a Christian, of course, we're not supposed to believe in that. We're supposed to believe that we only have one life and that's it. And then we die and we come back to life when Jesus will come back on earth. And that's something I also believe. But after reading and talking to a lot of people, reading a lot of books, listening to a lot of other podcasts and ebooks, I started to think about maybe I had another life before. And I don't know, you never had the impression that you already lived something before, that not that you have souvenirs, like memories, but that something already happened in your past or that you already met those people before. And so that brought me to that book that I started reading. I'm not done yet because it's a very long book. It's called Between Death and Life from Dolores Cannon. And so she explored what happened to the soul after death and before rebirth. And based on her extensive work as she's a hypnotherapist and she specializing in past life regression. So she put our patients under deep sleep. She hypnotizes them and they go in past life regression and they talk about what they see. And something that really that she mentioned that is they all see almost the same thing, the same picture, the same places. The stories are different, but they all describe almost the same places. So you go somewhere. So through our years of research interviews conducted with our clients under like deep hypnosis, she uncovers profound insight about the journey of the soul, the afterlife, the cycles of reincarnation. And I don't know, I think sometimes in the Bible, maybe that thing was mentioned, maybe that we had several lives, but there's a theory that some pages are missing from the Bibles and that they don't want us to know everything about it. And I think I can believe that, We don't know what's going on in the Vatican. What's going on over there. So about the book, about Cannon, so she said that she explained that death is not an end, but it's a transition. In a lot of religion, we say that it's a transition to something else, right? Some people think it's a transition and you stay there and you will come back only one time. Some people think it's transition to other dimensions. Who knows? From what she says, it's a movement from the physical plane to the spiritual realm. Souls experience a moment of detachment from the body. Often they meet loved ones as spiritual guides. The process is supposed to be peaceful and marked by a sense of relief and understanding. It's like, so finally when you die, you don't feel pain, of course, you don't feel resentment, you don't feel jealousy, you don't feel anything else, you just feel peace. And she even talked to someone who says that he had a very painful death, but as soon as the body feel that pain is coming, the soul is just leaving, and only the body will sense the pain, but not your soul. So somebody, for instance, who was being burned alive back in the days as a witch or something like that, she left her body and she could see her body going through pain, but her soul couldn't feel anything. So that can reassure you. So she said that in the afterlife, the soul reviews its most recent life in a life review, sometimes with the help of those other souls, like spiritual guides. And when it reflects on lessons learned and resolve challenges, there's no judgmental process, but only one self-assessment guided by higher spiritual beings. And this is why you're asking yourself, why are we here? What are we doing? Why are we always coming back? So apparently we coming back to learn to become more humble and to finish a cycle to become perfect. And only when you become perfect, you can be close to God and you can get your place close to God. So in this book, she also described the afterlife as a place of learning, like I said, healing, preparation. Souls reside in various levels of planes. So it becomes a bit complicated at that stage. So I will advise you maybe just to read or listen to the book. It would be hard for me to explain really in details about, it's like going to a school of souls. So the way she explained it is a bit clear when you read it, but I think it would be difficult for me to explain it. And then she said that you can stay there. I mean, as a soul, you can decide to stay there for a while and rest if you don't feel like you want to go back. Or you can decide to come back, come back to life. And this is your decision. So it's like you're entering in a contract and you actually will decide if you want to stay with other people, other souls that you already know. So you might meet others. That's why sometimes when you see people, you feel like, oh, I know this person, or I already met this person before. And you actually decide when you're going to die. That's what she said. That's what she knows. So you're actually going to decide when you're going to die. And of course, you won't remember all of this because you need to achieve a spiritual growth. And so Dolores also emphasized that even difficult experience serve a higher purpose. So she explained, the cycle of reincarnation, where souls choose to return to Earth to continue learning. That's where I am thinking about the interview I had with Ra, when he said he was 5 years old and he remembered when he was on Earth, and he asked his divine mother, help me remember, help me be useful in this life. I don't want to waste any time in this life. And this time I really want to help people and be useful, because apparently in his previous lives, he couldn't remember and didn't do what he was supposed to do on Earth. So she said also that the choice of when and how you reincarnate is deeply intentional. So like I said, it's your decision based on the lesson that the soul needs. However, free will plays a crucial role, and that allow individuals to shape their own path. So it's very important in this book to understand the importance of love and spiritual growth. And that's something also Ra mentioned, that everything needs to be around love. And it's not the first person that I talked to who was saying the end is always love. That's the most important thing. In Cannon's book also, we can read that the ultimate purpose of every soul is to learn and express unconditional love, and that the universe operates on its principle. And understanding it can bring peace and clarity to our lives. So I would recommend that you listen to the interview with Ra. It was really insightful. Also on how to get spiritual, how to be modern in spirituality. Because he said that he's a monk, but he has like a regular life. I really like that. He said that he's not in a temple all day praying. He's around people. He's not as strict as the other monk. And he likes to share all his knowledge. So that's something I really, really like. In Dolores' book also, she reminds us that we are eternal beings. We're connected to each other, and we're connected to a greater universal consciousness. And something also I really find funny that she talked about is that, when you dream and you have all those adventures and you're going somewhere and you're doing all those things, you're flying, you're talking to people, you're having fun with celebrities or stuff like that. Or sometimes you're mad, you're trying to run and you cannot run. She said that all of this is actually for real. It's like you're living another life. She said that your soul cannot rest. Your body needs to rest, but your soul cannot rest. So when you're asleep, your soul just leaves your body and goes to other universe and live other lives and other adventures. So I thought that was really funny, because sometimes I have crazy, crazy dreams. And believing that all those dreams will be real, like real adventure, real lives, for me that sounds Unbelievable. So maybe, we have true other lives when we dream. Okay, so that will be all for now. So I hope you already listened to Rad's interview. If you have not yet, it's the episode 142. Next week, we're going to have a talk about how to reclaim your life after divorce. So for some people, it's really hard to get over a relationship. I know I went through that. It wasn't a divorce, but it felt like it. And I talked to Nikki. You're gonna meet her on Monday, and she was really, really helpful with a lot of tips. And I'm sure she can help a lot of us, or a lot of you ladies, get over someone that that hurt you in the past. So that's it for today. I wish you a great weekend, and I talk to you soon.